CBS Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, fellow Genoa City gossips. Today is a wonderfully dramatic day, and we have some absolutely explosive Y and R developments to unpack. Grab your coffee, tea, or something stronger, because we are diving deep into the latest madness, and we have a lot to talk about. I cannot believe they are doing this. I mean, I really truly cannot wrap my head around what the writers are plotting right now. Are you guys seeing these latest Y&R spoilers? Because I am sitting here staring at my screen and my jaw is literally on the floor. I'm sorry, but we need to talk about this immediately. The spoilers are heavily suggesting that Audra Charles and Sally Spectra's friendship could soon be coming to a catastrophic end. And I am so frustrated. I've been watching this show for years, and every single time two women actually form a solid supportive bond, the writers just have to blow it up. Why? React first, explain later, right? Okay, so here is what is making me lose my absolute mind. Audra recently agreed to be Sally's maid of honor at her upcoming wedding to Billy Abbott. And they had this whole cute emotional moment where Audra promises to be all in when it comes to Sally's marriage decisions. They literally made a pinky promise and said the words, "Till death do us part, till death do us part." Are you kidding me? You do not just drop a line like that on a soap opera unless the Grim Reaper is already packing his bags and booking a one-way ticket to Genoa City. And I know some people are loving this dark, ominous vibe, but personally, I am terrified. Audra's pinky promise of "till death do us part" is so obviously foreshadowing that something horrific is going to happen to one of these characters. I mean, it's practically flashing in neon lights. Is this line a warning of what is to come? Because neither of these women has an easy life. Sally almost died when she lost her daughter, sweet baby Ava, just a few years ago. That storyline broke me. Courtney Hope acted her heart out, and I am still not over it. And Audra? Well, Audra has been in some pretty shady, dangerous situations in her time. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's look at the timeline. Sally and Billy's wedding is not until October. October. Do you know how much drama can happen between now and then? A lot. A whole lot. And neither Sally nor Audra necessarily have to be killed off for this prophecy to come true. Perhaps their friendship will just implode for one reason or another. But I kind of feel like it's going to be worse than a simple cat fight over a bridesmaid dress. Could a super close call put both Sally and Audra at risk for a major issue or injury? Knowing Y&R, absolutely. So let's talk about Sally's baby. Will Sally Spectra lose another child? Just saying that out loud makes my stomach turn. Sally could find herself in dire straits, much like her previous pregnancy. We all remember the absolute agony of her losing Ava with Adam. If Sally goes into premature labor this time around, her life could certainly be at risk along with her baby. And she has made it abundantly clear before that she would want her baby to be saved first. She is so fiercely maternal, even with all her flaws. Will doctors end up fighting to save both Sally and her child because of a sudden medical issue? I am dreading this. I really am. I want her to have the family she desires so badly. But here is where it gets really, really dark. Because this might not just be a medical tragedy. This might be a criminal one. What if Audra's massive buried secret is somehow exposed? We need to talk about the dead drug dealer. Yes, that drug dealer. The one that Holden Novak accidentally killed while trying to protect Audra from a violent attack? I mean, can we just pause and process that for a second? Let's really dig into the mechanics of that night. Holden Novak is a good kid. He just found out Malcolm Winters is his biological dad. He's trying to figure out where he fits in the world. And boom, he's caught in a life or death struggle. Imagine the psychological toll that is taking on him. He killed a man. Even if it was self-defense to protect Audra, that changes a person. And Audra, she just compartmentalizes it. She sweeps it under the rug like it's a bad corporate merger. That is sociopathic behavior, you guys. And this dead dealer wasn't just some random guy on the street. If he had ties to a larger operation, he has friends. Violent, heavily armed friends who are probably turning Genoa City upside down looking for the money Audra stole. And where is Audra spending all her time? Right next to a pregnant Sally Spectra? It makes me sick to my stomach. Holden is already struggling so much. He's been rejected by Devin and Nate. He's leaning on Claire Newman for advice just to survive his crazy new family dynamics. And now he has a literal body on his conscience because he tried to save Audra. And what if someone related to that deceased drug dealer comes after her to make her pay for stealing his money and for his ultimate death? Could this happen again? Could the cartel or the gang come knocking on Audra's door? Actually, maybe Audra is just a victim in all this. No, wait, she definitely isn't. Audra is a survivor, but she plays in the mud. Does Audra Charles have even more secrets? We know about the one dealer who has already died because of his connection to her. But we also know that Audra spent time around Matt Clark back in the day as well. Matt freaking Clark. Let's talk about Matt Clark for a minute, because that man is a menace to society. And we really need to emphasize how dangerous Matt Clark's orbit is right now. I mean, look at what is happening in Vegas. Matt is out there playing God with Nick Newman's life. He deliberately poisoned Nick's drug supply. He left him writhing on the floor of an abandoned gas station while Adam and Chelsea frantically tried to save him. Matt is a sadist. He enjoys watching people suffer. If Audra was involved in his drug business back in the day, she knows exactly what kind of monster he is. Why would she not warn Sally? Why would she put her best friend in the crosshairs of a syndicate that employs people like Sienna Bacall? Sienna literally stalked Phyllis into a dark basement and beat her unconscious just to rescue Matt. These people do not play around. If they find out Audra stole from them or caused the death of one of their dealers, a pinky promise isn't going to save her. Could Audra have been involved in Matt's drug business while she was living close to their establishment? I mean, it makes perfect sense. Audra has always been drawn to power and money, and she doesn't always care if it's dirty. If she was running with Matt Clark's crew, she is in so much danger right now. And this brings me right back to Sally. Could Audra be the one in danger, but also put Sally in danger by working with her as well as being her maid of honor? Yes. 1,000 times yes. Sally is going into business with this woman. She is making her the maid of honor at her wedding. She is tying her entire life to Audra Charles. Perhaps everything is going well with Sally and Billy, and then someone comes after Audra that could harm Sally and her unborn child. And let's talk about Sally's current state of mind. She is so desperate for a win. She is so desperate for this family with Billy. But Billy is, well, he's Billy. He's distracted. He's fighting with Jack and Diane. He's dealing with Jill's constant nagging. And he completely lacks the situational awareness to protect Sally from a cartel threat. Remember when Billy tried to be a tough guy in the past? Yeah, didn't work then either. He is going to be completely blindsided when Audra's past comes knocking. And Sally, who has already survived so much trauma, is going to be the one paying the price. I can just see the hospital scenes now. The monitors beeping, Billy crying in the hallway, Audra looking guilty but still perfectly contoured. I am dreading it. I am absolutely dreading it. I am so mad just thinking about it. Is being in business with Audra putting Sally and her baby at risk for some kind of violent harm? Because if Matt Clark's goons decide to tie up loose ends, they won't care who is standing next to Audra. They won't care that Sally is pregnant. They will just attack. Okay, back to the point. The October wedding. An October wedding in Genoa City is basically a guaranteed disaster. Remember when they tried this kind of suspense with other weddings? Yeah, didn't work out peacefully then either. I just kind of want Sally to get a break. Will Sally and her baby survive and give her that family she desires? Or will danger strike, putting Sally and her family at risk? I know I am rambling, but I am just so emotionally invested in Sally. I've been a fan of her character's journey from the moment she crossed over. She fought so hard to be taken seriously. She survived the heartbreak with Adam. She survived the loss of Ava. And now she's with Billy, which, by the way, I still have opinions about. Billy Abbott is not a safe bet. He already doubted the paternity of this baby because of Jill's toxic meddling. He drove Sally out into a rainstorm. And now they are planning a wedding? It feels like building a house on quicksand. But even if Billy somehow manages to not screw this up, which is a huge if, Audra's past is the real ticking time bomb. The till death do us part promise wasn't just a cute friendship moment. It was a threat from the writers to us fans. They are telling us to brace for impact. If Holden's secret gets out, Lily Winters is going to lose her mind. The Winters family is already dealing with Malcolm needing a bone marrow transplant and Kane Ashby blackmailing Lily for Chancellor Winters. They do not need a murder cover-up on top of it. But Audra drags everyone into her mess. I love her. She's a fantastic character. She's ruthless and fun, but she is toxic waste for anyone standing too close. Sally is standing right in the blast zone. If Sally loses this baby because a drug dealer shoots up her wedding or attacks her at the office looking for Audra, I will never forgive these writers. Never. So, what do you guys think? Am I the only one who is losing sleep over this? Are we going to see a bloody October wedding? Will Holden go to prison? Will Matt Clark's empire crush Audra? Let me know, because I need to vent with people who actually get it.